right player is Skinflakes.
And reset the scores as well.
And left player is, once again, Senpai. We're setting the score.
And
Reset
apply the
score,
names.
Apply names.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. It's showing up correctly and everything. The names are on the right side. Oh, we've got the Josh tag from Jeff Clay's Skinflakes. He's showing me the love. Shout out to him for generally being awesome and improving massively.
Yeah,
Like,
well, Skinflakes is a fairly new player.
Both overnight and literally just now. He played MTK in a friendly,
Well,
or a money match, an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
And afterwards, he something clicked for him, and he just gained a massive amount of perspective. He's like, yeah, this game, it's winnable. I can do it. And then he did it. He beat people that he never could have beaten before.
He's been improving very quickly. I mean, I remember it was back when CSH and I were the ones who introduced him to Smash, and that was 2 years ago, and he's already better than both of us by miles.
Something. Yeah, we don't know what round this is, and all the paperwork and something is
In another room.
in another
Because-
castle.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, Jeff is definitely, despite being Puff, I guess a favorite of people in general because he's just improved so quickly and so fast.
A super friendly guy. He'll help anyone out. Even if you're the one in a million person that he somehow manages not on a personal level, he'll still sit down with you for hours
Also,
and teach you whatever you want to know about Smash.
have you seen that hat?
Yeah, I dream about that hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Every night. We've got a stock lead from David. He's using those turnips excellently to fill up the airspace on FD, which is...
I mean, this is a matchup I'd normally consider to be just one and done. It's not even worth trying. But David is totally doing it.
It's a kind of a rough matchup for Peach. I think the map actually is helping him a little bit.
Yeah, well, because the idea with Puffy Peach is that you just hit her once or twice, and then you spend the rest of the game just...
running away.
Yeah, running away.
Yeah.
And Peach can't really punish you hard. She can't... which is really surprising for Peach. And she can't catch up to you, period.
Also noteworthy is that neither of these players is remotely scared of playing the 8-minute game. You can see they only just lost a stock, and we're down to 5.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, this is the game to put on a stream.
Yep, absolutely.
For all the wrong reasons.
There's nothing more hype than watching a game go to time.
When nobody's attacking each other.
Exactly.
But
More
yeah,
turn
Final
action.
Destination makes this a lot more aggro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for counter picks, we're going to see some pretty long games.
For sure. The map's definitely much better than something like Dreamland for Peach, though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure David probably chose that for that reason, because he won't be able to beat Jeff in a long fight.
I don't know. I would call it fairly even. Jeff is... I should be using the tags here. Senpai is probably a better player than Jeff.
Yeah,
is,
well,
despite the recent epiphany and so forth. David's really got the experience. He's played a ton with the best players in Calgary.
Well, yeah, Skinflakes may have just gone Super Saiyan, but Senpai is just a really, really good player.
His sets versus MTK don't really do him justice because it's MTK.
Yeah.
Got some excellent bear action from Jigglypuff. Finishes with the up air. Actually a pretty decent kill move if you can hit someone in midair, especially a floating, and especially that kind of descent.
I mean, for a character with only one move, Jigglypuff sure has a few decent moves.
She really does. We've got a relatively even game once again. 30% is not a lead. You can see it quickly evaporating and then growing again.
Aggro is definitely not something that Puff wants to do, which is why your matchups against Fox are so bad.
Ordinarily, no, but
in this case,
apparently against Fox, actually, you have to play Jigglypuff aggro.
Well, yeah, that's
if you play defensive, then
Fox lasers you all day.
Yeah, you're gonna get lasered and you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's why it's such a bad matchup. But yeah, so Jeff doing the aggro because Jeff is showing he can do, or Skinflakes is showing that he can do aggro. I mean, his Puff isn't just running away.
Nope.
He's as good running away as he is fighting up close.
Excellent Nair catches David, who wasn't expecting it. He jumps into it, and it seems to have given Jeff a bit of momentum. We now have a very minor percent lead.
That's
but
enough.
one that exists.
That you know
that's
what?
enough for someone as patient
I've-
as Skinflakes. Yeah.
I've had Skinflakes stall me out with like a 2%
Ooh.
lead, and that was enough for him to win the game.
He loses a stock though, and now the pressure is on. There's only 3 minutes on the clock, and Skinflakes has to make something happen, take a stock, and maintain a percent lead, which is not easy against the kind of turnip pressure that Senpai is famous for.
And turnip pressure is important.
Turnip pressure is important. I'm surprised Skinflakes didn't actually catch that turnip there. It was well within his reach.
Yeah.
He's the kind of player who'll do that. Regardless, he trades and manages to get a hard forwarder, evening up the stocks.
I think he might try to go for a rest at some point.
Absolutely.
Just end that.
Especially because it's the last stock.
I mean, bit of a Hail Mary at this point, but I mean, with the lead that Senpai has. He did, but
He did. He misses, but
it won't
Senpai
be enough.
draws a golf club.
Peach has a very difficult time punishing Puff.
She does.
So we can go for round 2 easily.
Yep. Some excellent bears. Closes up the gap.
I mean, in that situation, I would have gone for an up smash, but I don't think that it would have gone to kill anyways.
Jeff is doing the right thing here. He's just spacing those bears, putting the pressure on. With this amount on the clock, nerves start to set in. You got to stick to something really basic. Put the pressure on.
And now with the up smash, Peach can probably kill on the punish of the rest. So, I mean...
Just don't overextend. He's playing super safe, which I love. This is classic Jeff style. That's what Hungrybox showed the world.
2% off.
2% off.
That's it.
And while we have a Puff lead.
This is a massive shift. It's 5%, but it's a massive shift.
Another bear. Pressure is on David. He's got to recover. Stuck on the ledge. This is not where Peach wants to be.
Oh.
An excellent forward smash. It closes it out. We've got
Jeff,
one game Skinflakes.
Skinflakes is definitely definitely showing a lot of exhaustion in this match. Like, this is definitely taking everything he's got right now.
In an interesting move, it looks like Jeff is actually taking some coaching from Alphakins, who is an Edmonton player and not ordinarily one that would associate with us plebeian Calgarians. But I see a raised
Let alone
eyebrow,
a Puff player.
some tactical nodding. There's definitely some strategic discussion going on. I wish I knew what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You'll tell me after. Senpai collecting his thoughts. I'm sure he's still confident going into this. He knows what he did wrong.
Like,
Getting hit by all those bears at the end was really what did it. It looked like the first one connected, and he kind of got in his own head. We'll see if he can undo the curse here and fix it up.
like, not to detract from Skinflakes or Senpai, like, this is a very difficult matchup for Peach.
Oh, it's super
So,
rough
I mean,
for Peach.
like, you better believe both of these players are just giving it their all right now.
Yep. Yeah, Jeff's got a lot to prove after that epiphany of his, mostly to himself, I think.
Yeah. Well, because I know he was talking earlier about how he was just wanted to give up Smash.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he was getting tired with, like, just Puff. Because he really, really loves Puff.
He really loves Puff, but he's super frustrated with how bad her matchup with Fox is.
And how
that by
dominant
itself-
Fox is.
That by itself just makes Puff really frustrating to play at even a medium level.
Yeah.
competitive
And
regards.
so, yeah, his little epiphany is enough to, I mean, really reinvigorate him.
Yep.
And that's really important, especially for Lethbridge Smash, because he's such an important player there.
And now he's going toe-to-toe with officially the best player in Calgary, so we've got something going on here.
Very
Hard
interesting.
forward air gets the kill. This is why Puff doesn't actually mind Yoshi's story. She can get the kills at fairly low percents with those basic moves of hers, so she can play super safe and not have to go for this kind of silly stuff like her forward smash.
And Peach's forward throw, I like to call it just a noob eviscerator, because a lot of new players don't know how to DI that.
They don't know how to DI it, and especially at lower levels where people get shield grabbed a lot, it's super rough to deal with. Stocks are evened up. Jeff now has a 47% lead, which isn't a lot, but in a matchup as rough as this, it can be enough.
Yeah. Well, all he needs is 1%.
All he needs is 1%.
And Jeff is the kind of player who will just draw that out.
Dave getting some excellent hits off. Almost gets a kill with the forward air, though. Jeff has a mild heart attack, backs off.
We've narrowed up Smash.
Now maintains control of center stage. Weak Nerd up smash is a really rude combo. I recommend it to absolutely nobody. Don't do it.
Is he talking about Peach or
I believe so.
Puff? Yeah.
I believe so. Good back air.
This
gonna
is a
sit tight
very,
and listen to the Yoshi
very
story.
difficult position for David, for Senpai.
For Senpai, It does get a good back air though, and this is now an even game. The pressure is on. Senpai's on his last 2 stocks in this tournament. He really wants to bring this back.
For all the hate that floaties get, I mean, this is probably one of the better games of the entire tournament, really.
Certainly one of
sets.
the closer
Yeah.
games.
Just because who's playing and what is going on here.
I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this go to game 3.
No, definitely.
50% on Dreamland or something silly.
And both players would totally be able to totally capable of doing that.
Absolutely.
Like they'll draw that out if they have to.
David's technically skilled as well, super patient, and Skinflix super good at using that back air.
And Skinflix is also a pretty technical player. I mean,
He is. He
Puff
loves playing Fox.
Yeah. He is a pretty strong Fox in his own right. His Falco isn't bad. I remember back in the good old days when he used to play Sheik.
He never told me that. I'll have to
This is
harass him.
before he did a lot of major tournament stuff.
In the long ago.
Long,
Gotcha.
back when I was beating him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That must have been a long time ago.
Long time ago.
I don't actually know if we're on the camera, but there was a meaningful glance exchange. We're on the last stock. Even more pressure is on. The hype begins. Forward air from Peach leads into almost a chain of hits, but Jeff manages to escape it. Barely misses with that bear. Now Skinflakes with only a 9% lead on Yoshi's story. This is absolutely terrifying as Puff, because one forward air from Peach could finish it at any point in here.
We have a formal request from Devil Mist for Clays to have his babies.
We do. I'll notify him afterwards, after the game, that a breeding request has been.
He has to earn his victory first.
He does. To the victor spoils,
And the uterus, apparently.
Okay, I successfully didn't snort with laughter, so the mic. See again. We have
Lovely
victory
game
for
right there.
Skinflakes. That is probably his hardest won victory yet. I'm gonna stand up and give David a big hug here. Come here. Come here, Senpai.